What's up, everybody? Gator1931 here, and I've got a gameplay for you today. Domination on grid using the Spectre. I believe that's what the gun is called. I don't use this gun that often. With a red dot sight. I'm not a big fan of the iron sights on this gun, so I slapped on the RDS, and it's much better. And that's my opinion. Whatever your opinion is, you're entitled to it. But I want to talk a little bit about kill streaks because I know it's, frustrating me recently, and I've been having a lot of problems with it. And that's, what I want to talk about. I talked about it in my last video, and I'm going to talk about it this video. So, let's see. Let me talk about what kind of kill streaks I'm using in this game. I'm using the 4 kill streak, which is the counter spy plane. Also the 8 kill streak, which is the Blackbird SR-71, and also the 9 kill streak chopper gunner. Haha, yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. I said I'm not going to be using the chopper gunner anymore. There's a couple reasons why I'm using it now, which I'm going to explain later. But I want to explain why I'm using the counter UAV, the Blackbird, and excuse me, everything else right now. What I want to say is I was watching Wings of Redemption's video, and he was talking about the fail at knife. No, not that. He was talking about the counter spy plane, and basically what he said was, since so many people use the perk Ghost, and when I call in a UAV or a spy plane, my bad, it really affects that, I can't tell where all these people are, and it really screws me over because it's, it's actually game changing, because you walk around the corner and you're not expecting someone, so you're not, like, being defensive, and then a guy just pops out of the corner, Ghost Pro, AK-74U, so that does affect it. And by using the counter spy plane, what it does is it takes the UAV or just the mini-map away from the Ghost users. So you take away my UAV, I'm going to take away yours. That's his logic behind it, and that it makes sense to me. And it's a smart idea. And if you're not a person who does look up at the minimap, I'm guessing you're not that good, because most people that are successful in the game, they use their minimap to their advantage. Whether there's a person shooting a gun that's not silenced, I pay attention to that a lot. And also, not only that, but the UAV or spy plane. If I say UAV, you'll understand what I mean. So I'm just gonna call it UAV. It's faster and easier for me to say. But what was I going with that? Let's see. And I got it. When a counter UAV is up, it really screws me up, because I don't know where these people are, so it can mess you up, basically. And it's a good advantage over the other team, because they won't know where you are, and they can't see where you're shooting from, or whatever. They can't see you if a UAV is up, so that's good. And it's the only counter to the Blackbird, because you cannot shoot the Blackbird down, so that's always good to have. And it's not a high kill streak to take down that Blackbird. Now, I do think the Blackbird actually lasts a little bit longer than the counter UAV, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the reason why I use that. Now I'm going to talk about the Blackbird, or the SR-71. I love to use the SR-71, and it gives you an advantage over the other team, and it really helps out. I don't know who I was watching, but they were talking about the Blackbird, and they said this thing called the Blackbird effect. Now, basically what happens when somebody on your team, or if you call in a Blackbird, what happens is it's a gateway for people to start gaining their kill streaks, and maybe helping your team win the game. you'll see a good example of this actually in this game. Not the Blackbird that I recently just called up, but the Blackbird that I do end up calling later in this game. What happens is my team was losing by a good like 20, 30 points or something like that. I'm not even sure. I can't see it. I mean, it's not even happening yet. But later on in this game, we're losing by quite a bit of points, and it doesn't look like we would have been able to come back without that Blackbird, because once it came up, everybody knew where the other team was, and it really helps because now you know if there's people around the B flag or C or A flag, so you know when you can capture a flag, you know when you need to defend a flag, and if somebody's going over the flag and whatever, it helps build up the kill streaks, which ends up killing the other team, which makes it easier for us to capture flags and defend flags as well. So that's, a reason why using a Blackbird, it not only can just help you personally, it can help the other team, and it's a team kill streak really, and I like to help out on team. Normally I don't like playing with a party, but sometimes I do, and I tend to be a little more serious in the game when I'm playing with a party, because that's when I want to win. But if I'm with a bunch of randoms, air quotations, because they're not really random, but if I'm with other people that I don't know, I don't normally take the game really serious and don't actually try to win the game. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, most people don't really care about it. I honestly don't care about my wins to loss ratio. It doesn't really matter as long as I'm having fun. But let's see. So like I said, Blackbird can really help out your team if you want to win. Also, the next kill streak that I want to talk about is the Chopper Gunner. I know I talked about it in my last commentary, and I want to talk about it again. The last commentary I said that it really slows down my gameplay. You see, I called one in earlier in this gameplay, and it kind of slowed it down, I guess. Like, it was a really fast-paced game, and I don't know, the Chopper Gunner doesn't get me that many kills anymore. And it only got me 5 in this game, and I was not too excited about that, because so many people using Ghost and so many people using the Estrella now, and different launchers, because the secondary in Modern Warfare 2, you realize why so many people didn't actually shoot down air support in Modern Warfare 2 is because the secondaries, you had shotguns in there, and you had other secondaries that were, makes you think, why would I use a launcher? Basically the same thing with the perk that I talked about in my last commentary. Why would I use Flak Jacket over Ghost, something like that. So it's basically the same thing here. And what was I talking about? So many more people are actually taking down kill streaks, and by the time I actually call it up, like a couple seconds later, somebody's already shooting down, and you can hear the little alarm thing that it makes. And it does get a little annoying. I like to use the Chopper Gunner, and another reason why I was using the Chopper Gunner, a reason why I was using the Chopper Gunner this game is because I was watching Pwnstar, his video. He was playing some Domination Ground War, I believe, and he was using the Chopper Gunner, and he was just completely wrecking the other team. And I was like, I want to do that. You ever watch a video, like I think his name's Sandy Ravage, or I'm not sure. I don't watch a lot of his videos. I've watched a couple, but you see him on Modern Warfare 2 running around with like a SPAS 12, and he's like getting multi-kills, and you just want to go on Modern Warfare 2, and you run out in the open, and you get noob tube, and you're like, I can't do that. You watch videos, and it makes you want to do something, so that's kind of why I used the Chopper Gunner in this game. But it didn't turn out to be that much of a letdown. 5 kills is not that bad. I wish it wouldn't have gotten shot down, because if you saw, there were a lot of red diamonds on there. I was pretty happy, and not that many people were using Ghost. And it could have turned out to be a good gameplay with the Chopper Gunner had it not been shot down. I don't know if that makes sense, but Anyway, this gameplay, I think, has got like a minute left. You see, my team's actually winning now, I believe, from what I can see. Yeah, we like recently just taken the lead. You saw that because the Blackbird really helped out, like I said. And there's a perfect evidence of the Blackbird effect, or whatever you want to call it. But remember, guys, if you like this video, please, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you haven't already, subscribe and do all that good stuff, because I like to get noticed someday. But thanks for watching, and just spend an extra little second of your time, and it doesn't take that much just to hit that little thumbs up. It makes me happy. If I made you happy watching this video, go ahead, make me happy. So I'll see y'all later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Once again,